I can no longer effectively represent her. I would like to thank the District Attorney's Office for their investigation into this matter and for providing information to my office that aided me in getting to the bottom of this issue. I will reiterate that before going public with this matter, my office met with former prosecutors, former sex offense investigators, and other law enforcement professionals to ascertain the authenticity of the evidence bag. The District Attorney's Office did not contest the authenticity of that bag, but I no longer have confidence in the manner and means in which that bag came to my office. This does not in any way reflect upon what occurred on the night in question. Thank you very much.
Why are you no longer confident in your representation?
I do not believe the way it was explained to me was the manner in which the bag was found. I have looked into that, and I do not have confidence in that version of the events, and I have an ethical obligation when I have those questions to come forward and indicate them.
What have you learned actually happened? What have you learned actually happened to the bag? How did it get on the porch?
I don't know how the bag got on the porch. I don't have confidence in the version that was provided to me.
You saying they lied to you?
That version. Who told you that the bag? How did you first find out that the bag was there?
I was brought the bag by my client's mother, who explained to me how she found the bag, and my investigation reveals to me that I do not have confidence in that version.
What changed?
What changed? Our investigation looking into it revealed that there may have been some fabrications concerning the bag. And again, I don't know how that reflects, and I don't think it does, on what happened in the night in question. But I don't have confidence in the version I was given. Again, I can only say that I don't know what's true and what's not true, but in my mind, as an attorney and an ethical one who prides himself on that, I am not going to go forward as the lawyer in this case if I don't have confidence.
You have represented her from day one, believing zealously in what she says. Now, one day after a supposed bombshell, you say you're cutting off ties.
I don't disbelieve Haley. I do not like the manner and means in which I received the bag, and I feel ethically obligated to withdraw.
Is the bag real to your understanding?
The bag is real.
From the evidence from this case?
The bag is a real evidence bag from this case. There's no question about that.
And the bag was given to you by the mother, correct?
And the bag was given to me by the mother.
How she received the bag, the storyline came from the mother. Who told you the storyline that you no longer believe?
I received the storyline from the mother, and again, it's my position that I'm not comfortable with that version of the events.
Do you believe there was evidence in that bag from the rape kit at this point, knowing what you know?
I don't know whether there was evidence in the rape kit knowing what I know, and I do know that it's an authentic bag, and I do know that in my, again, 30 years of practicing law, none of us in this profession has ever seen anything like it.
Do you know motives behind why you were informed about the bag?
I don't have a motive why I was informed about the bag. I can just tell you that, again, we had it looked at by a whole number of people. It's an authentic evidence bag. The version of the events I'm not comfortable with, and I feel it's incumbent upon me.
Yesterday you were asking...
It's implied now. It is implied now that the mother here, or someone who gave it to you, may be involved in something untoward. Is that possible?
It's possible that the version of the events that I received is inaccurate.
Did they possibly, or had something possibly within the victim's family been perpetrated that is criminal?
No, I don't believe anything criminal has been done.
Are you still asking for whoever dropped it off to come forward, or do you think you know who dropped it off?
I don't know the circumstances of the bag completely. I do know that I'm not comfortable with the version that I received. I've looked into it, and at this time I feel it's my obligation not to do anything other than to proceed, which I believe
Tom,
is
Tom,
my
in retrospect, do you feel that you should have approached the DA with the bag and the evidence beforehand, before yesterday's press conference?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we didn't know how the evidence bag got there. We had our suspicions, and we thought it best to go public with it and have it investigated.
Do you believe the woman's mother was now trying to manipulate this case in public opinion?
I'm not sure what anyone was trying to do in this case. I can only tell you that I wasn't comfortable at the end of today as to the way in which I received the bag and the information I was provided, and I felt that it was my responsibility to come forward and indicate that and withdraw.
If the bag was, if you believe the bag's authenticity, that it is a real evidence bag, that it contained what your statements were yesterday, what is the fabrication? Wherein that lies the fabrication?
My concern is what the bag contained. My investigation indicates that it may have been represented to me in a manner that I don't have confidence in. It's all I can say. I don't have confidence in the way that I was told the bag was found. I looked into it throughout the course of the day. I turned the bag over to the DA's office yesterday, immediately after our press conference at their request. I met with them today. After that meeting, I went out and continued our investigation and had concerns.
Is that why you believe that you can't represent her anymore? Because you don't believe you know all the information about this case anymore?
I do not believe the version of events as to how I received the bag, and it is best for me to withdraw at this time.
What conversations have
Could the public read into this that the alleged victim's account of what happened should also be called into question?
No, no, not at all.
Well, how do you say that? If the
This-
family lied to you about how you got the bag or how they got the bag, why should people believe that there's any truth in what the victim is saying?
One has nothing to do with the other. One has to do with someone other than my client.
What
Were
was
you
the
told
family's
by
reaction
police?
when you told them you could no longer represent?
I had indicated to them that I have an ethical responsibility to withdraw based on my investigation and wished her the best of luck.
Yeah, were you told by police that there was actual evidence in that bag, or could it possibly have been an extra bag because it was missing signatures, it was missing a special seal? What were you told by investigators as far as what was in that bag?
I wasn't told anything by investigators what was in that bag. That discussion did not occur. Again, it's my opinion that it was the representations made to me were not accurate, and because I have no confidence in the story that was told to me, I'm withdrawing as the lawyer, and I did not discuss this with my client.
Were you interviewed today as a potential witness in what might be a criminal matter?
No, not at all. We exchanged information, very cooperative. Again, I indicated I had all the confidence in the world in the district attorney's office, and it was after that I further looked into things and thought it best at this time.
Do you
What
know if
conversations
police
have you
or
had?
prosecutors or any investigators in this have now talked to the victim's mother to try to get to the bottom of her story?
I do not know.
Does she may face any criminal charges in this?
I do not believe so. This is very simple. I lacked the confidence in the story that was told to me. I looked into it, and it's my ethical obligation to withdraw.
Do you have
Thank
any
you very
concerns with the evidence at all now? Given what happened here today, do you have any concerns with how it's been handled, whether at all the case?
I don't know whether it's been handled properly, improperly. I'd be speculating. As I indicated yesterday, we had a bag. We had an evidence bag. It was torn open. It was delivered to my office. It was examined ad nauseum by people from the lab, by individuals from all parts of law enforcement, and we're confident. There's no question that is an evidence bag. There's no question it's a torn open evidence bag that says kit number on it. The manner in which I received it, and it was represented to me, I'm uncomfortable with. And
Why?
because I do not believe the version of events is accurate, and as a result of that, I called this press conference to let everyone know my concerns and that I'm withdrawing case.
Tom,
Thank you very much.
how disappointed
Do
are
you feel
How
duped?
disappointed are
Do you feel duped?